Beautiful souls, I'm so excited to be here. Dr. G and I cannot wait to share this big news with you. I mean, we've been working on this for the last year, honestly, like it's been coming. And now it's here. You're going to see why I'm so excited, why I'm smiling. Dr. G is getting ready here as well. But for those of you that don't know us here, really quick, Dr. G is a quantum life engineer. I'll let him tell you what that is. And me, Constantin Morun here, I am what you would call a performance coach for thought leaders. I bridge the sciences, the neuroscience with the spirituality, bring them together and we make magic happen together. And now we have someone like Dr. G that's going to make it all stick. And it's going to just be amazing. So Dr. G, tell us, quantum life engineering. How awesome is that?
Well, it's the top of the totem pole. I'm the founder of Depth Healing, and basically, what I'm going to do for you guys, Mr. Constantine is going to give you all of your tools and knowledge. I'm going to go directly into your subconscious mind, and I will remove any cognitive dissonance if it's there. And what that means is there will be, when you work with he and I, when I finish that session, there will be nothing in your subconscious mind, no belief, no imprint, nothing that stands or against what you learned. So what's going to happen is you're going to be fully empowered. It won't be like New Year's resolutions. You make the resolution and a few weeks later or a few months later, you lose it because of cognitive dissonance. So it's a long story. We won't go into all that now. The point of the matter is you're going to learn and then you're going to be able to engage and take action because nothing in your subconscious mind is going to block you. And
Yes.
that's why this work that he and I are going to do for you is massively superior to anything else you have ever seen in any program run by anybody, period.
Yes. Well, Dr. G, what a beautiful introduction there. And yes, people, you're hearing this. We are here to help you awaken the divine creator within. And what is a divine creator? I mean, we know from science, we know from spirituality that we all create our reality in one way or another. From science, we use our thoughts and our belief systems to create our reality. From spirituality, we know that we manifest things, we co-create things. However, a lot of us have been asleep for perhaps too long. I personally been asleep for 35 years of my life before I was fortunate enough and blessed and had divine grace to awaken. And the goal for us to be here with you today and what we're putting together with the masterclass and the program that you're going to hear about is the idea to help you, to guide you to awaken the divine creator within, because every single one of you has that within. Now, of course, we all suffer with challenges in this life. So if you're someone that struggles with stress, with overwhelm, with busyness, with a lack of peace of mind, right? With being on the treadmill, running and seemingly going nowhere because you have to go to the job, you have to take care of the family, you have to take care of yourself. Well, those are challenges of this society that we live in. What if you could change that? Or better yet, ask yourself the question, what if nothing changes? Where will you be in 3 months, 6 months, or 12
That's
months?
right.
Right? So that's the problem. We don't want to dwell on it too much. We know that most of us are suffering with that. And if you're listening to this, chances are you're struggling with at least one of those things we mentioned. Maybe for some of you, it's procrastination, and that's how it shows up. Maybe for others, is overwhelm and stress. Maybe it's a fear of failure, a fear of success. It doesn't really matter. We all have some of those things or all of those things within us. So that's where we come in. We've developed this 3-hour masterclass that we're going to talk about. That's going to happen on September 21st. So mark your calendars. That's September 21st in the Northern Hemisphere, North America. September 22nd, if you end up being in Europe, of course, or Asia or other places in the world. You'll have the dates and the times in the description below, so you'll get to see all of it. It's a 3-hour masterclass in which we will go deep into how you can identify the state you're in, some of the important tools you can start using, a sample of what Dr. G just shared of clearing that cognitive dissonance, and you'll be able to leave the 3 hour session equipped to tackle life in a different way and bring yourself to your goals and get there further and faster. And at this event, we're also going to be able to share with you a beautiful invitation that Dr. G and I crafted specifically for a select group of people. Won't be for everyone, but there will be some of you that this will be for, where we can go deep in a 4-week course that will begin on October 4th. And that course will be all about taking everything that we've done at the masterclass, everywhere you are in life right now, and expanding on it and going much deeper. Now, ask yourself this question: would you like more stress in your life, or would you like to reduce it? Would you want to have more time in your life for your passions, for your projects, for your family, for your kids, for your wife, for your husband? Would you like to have peace of mind and empower yourself to overcome any challenges? If you answered yes to any of those, then you should be at this event. And this event is only $10. Literally, that's all. What's that, Dr. G? A cup of coffee these days, maybe two if you're lucky, right? Like,
It's true. It is about like a cup of coffee.
now, you invest in yourself, you can push the needle in whichever direction you want. If you want to spend more time with your family and have more money with them, perfect. If you want to build the business of your dreams, go for it. We are here to support, awaken the divine creator within you. And what you create is going to be magical. And we can't wait to see what it is. Now, Dr. G, let's
Yes.
tell the people what they can expect in that 4-week course that we just talked about, right? It's going to be not just you and I talking and teaching, but there will be some magic that you do behind the scenes, like you mentioned earlier, that will do something that they haven't experienced before. Can you tell us more about that?
Yeah. One of the great business mentors, one of the greatest, is John Assaraf, and he is uses the neurology of the brain and some subconscious and conscious mind, and is one of the great leaders that way. And he has a brilliant neurologist, Mark Waldman, on his team that does the provides the scientific understanding of what's going on in the brain and mind. And then he has studied that extensively. And what he does is in his what's called a neuro gym, he gives you all kinds of information and exercises and meditations and different procedures to try to fix your subconscious problems. What Mr. Constantine and I are going to do through my depth healing technology, you don't have to worry about any of that because I'm going to do it for you. So you will go through the class and then it'll be turned over to me. And what I will do is go directly into the subconscious mind of all of you at the same time with what I call morphic field physics, and I will remove any cognitive dissonance that is present relative to what you learned. So what that does is that's as superior to the other way of teaching as you are to an amoeba, because cognitive dissonance is 1 to 1 million times powerful. That means if Mr. Constantine or Tony Robbins, for that matter, gives you a directive and you say with your conscious brain, "Wow, I can do that," and in the subconscious mind, somewhere when you were only 2 years old, you downloaded something from mom, dad, or somebody else, and it says you can't do that. You'll never do that. That little thing at 2 years old has 1 million times more power than the beautiful idea Mr. Constantine just told you. So you get all excited and you try to do what he told you, and the subconscious mind might take a day, an hour, 3 weeks, 3 months. It'll stop that and you'll fail. And that's why when you watch all of the biggest names in motivational business, entrepreneurial life, people attend those seminars for 30 years. I did. I started with Tony Robbins at the age of 18, and I didn't know about cognitive dissonance. I had a lot of motivation, and I was loaded with discipline. Didn't matter. Nothing ever worked. It all works now because
Mhm.
my cognitive dissonance is gone. That's what I'm going to do for you. You don't have to set up a big meditation schedule or take time, or I'm going to do it for you. And that's the value of coming to this masterclass and this program. There has
Yes,
never been, to my knowledge, this type of team with the two of us any at any point in time in the world. Not to my knowledge. Nobody, because I created depth healing. It's about 12 to 13 years old now. It's serviced a couple thousand people, and eventually everybody's going to know about depth healing. But when you come to this, you just try. It's only $10. You see for yourself. That's
exactly.
the best way to understand or know the value of something. You do it, you see for yourself. Okay, so that's my side of this equation.
Yeah, it's how beautiful, Dr. G. Now, let me ask you this. You're listening to this right now, and you might be going like, that's too good to be true. But let me ask you this. What if you had a quantum life engineer like Dr. G removing any cognitive dissonance around anything to do with your new path? Like, what if that worked? What would that mean to you? And like he said, it's $10 for you to come see this for yourself and decide if you want to invest in yourself further and join us for the 4-week program, or if you want to take the information you've gathered and go on with your life. Either way, it's going to be for you. So now let's tell people, Dr. G, about some of the things that they can experience in this 3-hour masterclass, right? We will dive deep into cognitive dissonance. You heard from Dr. G a bit about how it works and what it is. We're going to go a bit deeper so you have a clear understanding of what's holding you back. Then we're going to, of course, move into a piece I love a lot, which is the power of intentions. I'm not talking about manifestations and you're going to sit on the couch and you're going to think about something that's going to show up at your door. We're talking about the power of intention backed by a word that Dr. G loves a lot, which is action. But we can't take action if we have cognitive dissonance blocking us from taking action.
That's right.
So we're going to tie it up, right? Then we're going to move into harnessing the power of our brains. I mentioned earlier on that our thoughts and beliefs create our reality and also trigger our emotions and feelings. What if we had more control over that while all the other stuff is happening? And then, of course, as I mentioned earlier, we'll take a look at the dormant divine creator within. Why is it dormant? How can we begin awaken it so then
Mm,
you can embrace it and then empower it and then just ascend to whatever place you want to ascend to? Now, we're also going to dive into why you and the world need you to awaken and embrace and empower the divine creator within. In other words, I can do what I do and I get to inspire and empower some people. Dr. G does what he does and gets to inspire and empower some people. But there will be people in the world that need you to come into your light because I can speak to them and it's going to be like water off the dog's back, right? Like it's just going to go by. But you come in and you talk about the stuff and they're going to listen. So, yes, it is for you first, but then, of course, for everyone else in your life that is waiting for you to awaken so they can awaken as well. Now, we will, of course, have the sample quantum clearing that Dr. G mentioned, right? We'll clear some of that cognitive dissonance.
mm,
And of course, we'll dive into again why action is important. We cannot stress this enough. Yes, we can give you all the tools, but if you don't take action on them, nothing really matters in the end. But how can you take action that's aligned with your gut, with your intuition, with your divine, with pretty much the creator within? Wouldn't that be easier? Wouldn't that be something you would want for that peace of mind, for that creation of time, creation of wealth, freedom of time, freedom of energy, whatever it is that you want? So come join us for this 3-hour masterclass. $10, sign up below. You'll find all the details. And then you'll get to see the magic in action. Now, before we let these beautiful people go, Dr. G, any final thoughts?
yeah, 2024 is almost over. We got a couple of months left, and this is a key time in human history for a great many reasons we won't go into right now. So I just want to tell you with authority, if you do this now, you're going to be very happy. This is what you need. If you didn't need it, you wouldn't be listening to this right now. Mr. Constantine has his karmic family. I have my karmic family, and together we are forming a very powerful attractor field. You're in that field. That's why you're listening to my voice right now. You're listening to Mr. Constantine. So don't ignore that. It's $10. It's a gift. And the work I do, I'm the only man in the world, as far as I know, that can do what I do. That was given to me by the divine. Mr. Constantine has an enormously strong relationship with the divine and a boatload of knowledge to share with you. I've been studying myself over 50 years. So together, this is a considerable course and gift. Take advantage of it, invest in yourself. You'll be very happy that you did. Okay?
Yes.
We look forward to seeing you.
Yes, yes. And if you want proof of our work, testimonials will be below on the page. There's so many of them. We wish you good luck to go through all of them. Beautiful things. And of course, one last time, the event is on September 21st if you're in North America, Latin America, Central America. If you happen to be in Europe, Asia, Australia, it's going to be on the 22nd. You'll see the dates and the times below. $10, 3 hours. That's all we ask. Now, it's about you showing up with intention. So bring your notebook, bring your pen,
Yeah.
bring your courage, bring your trust, and follow along, right? It's not about either Dr. G or I giving you all the answers, it's helping you get to your own answers without all the blocks that usually stand in the way.
Yeah.
With that beautiful soul, we can't wait to see you there. Let's make it happen.